So if you weren't, if you go back to all the things that you've done, if you had no money constraints, no time constraints, and could do anything on the planet, what would it be?
Skills not a restriction.
Skills not a restriction. Like I'm talking, let's say, anything you could possibly think of. What do you think? What would it be doing? Actually, that's a weird one because I'm leaving it open to as a profession or as a one-off thing you'd like to do in your life. So there's actually two questions there.
If we're being completely unrealistic, I've always wanted to be an F1 driver because I'm an F1 fan.
Yeah.
You are as well, surely being...
Oh, mate, that is what I would do.
Yes, correct, right?
Yeah.
What a life.
I'm living my life through Charles Leclerc, Orlando, bloody all of the young kids. I just... it's amazing. That to me, imagine doing that.
Just what a life. A life of
God,
luxury,
thinking
traveling.
about it now, I've just forgotten about work. Just then.
Just moments of reflection.
Yeah, just what could have...
Daniel Ricciardo, what a life.
Oh, what could have been if I had $50 million and skills.
If there's any banks out there willing to lend us to start an F1 team...
Yeah, well...
Like JP can drive and I'll just put the wheels on and off.
It's interesting to see, because you always think, you put me in the same car as him. It's interesting because everyone has always said that. I remember when Schumacher was killing it in the day, everyone said, if you put me in the same car, I'm sure I'd be... The reality is the Ferrari and the Mercedes, they're the top cars, and Red Bull's coming up. But they are elite cars over the rest of the field. So it will be interesting because they're putting a cap next year. Next year they're
big
putting...
changes next year.
Yeah, big changes next year. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. So you'd be a Formula 1 driver.
So I think I've always wanted to be an F1 driver, but then if you get semi-realistic, once you have kids, they say you lose the edge. So a lot of F1 drivers, once they have families, are on their way out because they say that psychologically a lot of the drivers then will realise this moment in their mind that they've got something to live for. They've got family, whereas when they're single, they're like whatever, and they will take any inch they can get. But once they have kids, apparently they lose that instinct, which is interesting. Fun fact Friday.
Not for Schumacher,
for Thursday, except for Schumacher.
So he
was
was
a unique individual
until he spends his whole life being on the limit and has an accident skiing. It's crazy.
Yeah,
but I agree. There's no doubt.
If I didn't do that, to be completely honest, I think if I could do anything, I would have always liked to have started a children's charity, and so to run my own foundation or my own charity for kids. So like a Make-A-Wish Foundation or something like that. So that would be probably my other thing that is in the realistic realm. Other than other.
You can do that now.
Well, I can.
But you just will be broke.
Correct.
But you'll be nourished with happiness.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That doesn't put food on the table.
It doesn't put food on It doesn't put food on the table.
If I came into Drake's and I said I need some food, but look at what I do. Love me.
That's a great thought. We've got our Community Dollars program. You can sign up.
Tell me more, please. No, look, I think that would be my other thing. As a realistic thing, where my career and my life goes over time, I think that's a big passion for mine. Is anything to do with kids. I've done a lot of volunteer work and charity work with Make-A-Wish and Starlight.
Yep.
That's my ride I've got coming up next week is for Make-A-Wish.
So what's this year? So someone said, maybe JP could do a 700-kilometre ride with me.
Yeah.
My electric scooter won't go that far.
It was a good idea at the time.
700k. So where are you going for that?
Yeah, so Make-A-Wish are doing a charity ride. We start in Albury-Wodonga next Tuesday morning, and then we finish up, which is basically, I think, on the border of New South Wales and Victoria, and then we finish up in Fed Square 5 days later. So 700 clicks in 5 days. I don't know why I said yes. I could have just donated, but it's going to be good fun. It's going to be good fun, sort of. It's that whole push thing, the mental thing, the physical thing. Maybe that's why I decided to do it. But we'll see how we go, right?
Well, I'm assuming that's had a little bit to do with it.
But that would be my thing.
Okay, cool. Got it.